What's up, guys? I'm Tanner. This is Project Nightmare. You guys kept asking me about how I fit my 37s in 2-inch lift, so I can show you all this. It's lifted now with 8-inch lift, so it's easier to see it, but it won't look exactly the same as how it normally does, but on a leveling kit, obviously. But I'll show you how I did it. Alright, so you can see this is the front, driver's side. You can see how I cut it all out. That was all rusted all the way up here. So I cut all the rust out and then drilled holes for the fenders and for the flares. But then I cut all this out here too. That's all cut. And there's supposed to be a fender here. But yeah, because the fender usually comes out probably to here. So I cut, I don't know, 3-4 inches off all the way around. So as you see in here, I cut all this. I mean, this is all like right here, it's not like firewall, but it's kind of like protected. Cut it all off, you don't need it. I mean, it does get inside your door, so you make sure you got that all coated in bed line or whatever you're gonna do. But yeah, I cut the body mount here because it was catching on the body mount right there. I cut all this out. This is all like your inner wheel well. That's all cut. You can see right there, maybe right there, that's catching on the frame of my tire, so that's why I went higher. But so you can get away with 37s, but you will hit the frame a little bit. Up front, I took out the washer bottle. So then, and I cut all this so it'll fit. So as you hit, I actually had to cut some of my bumper up to fit. I mean, on the front for me, it was easy because my front bumper's not stock. But with a stock bumper, you have to cut it all the way down. Probably cut like here, all the way down on the front bumper, all the way down around it, like normal. And you might have to cut the inside too. But like I said, I don't know, I don't have a front bumper. Stock front bumper, I have mine. But yeah, and I pounded all this because this is all flat. So I pounded all that up. I mean, and definitely make sure it's coated or bedline or something, because there's a lot of shit that gets stuck up in here. I got Kydex just bolted on here for now. I mean, there's a big hole here, you'll see it, and there's a battery box and stuff. So I put some plastic over top of that for now. I mean, you could put plastic in here too, just to stop all the salt and sand if that's where you're at, whatever you're doing with it. But yep, just drilled the holes here to bolt them on, and just ran this button head nuts, bolts and nuts for it right there, if you can see that. I don't know what else I did. And yeah, I just built the fender, and they're all rusty. I'm recoating them right now because I didn't do a good job the first time bed lining. Make sure you use primer to bed line it. Etching primer, like either epoxy primer or like a self-etching that kind of eats into the material, because otherwise you'll have all the rust issues like I'm having right now. If you live in the salt belt from Wisconsin, you get a lot of salt. But yep, and I just built the flares out of, I think it's 12 gauge. Yeah, built it out of 12 gauge, cut it down with a grinder cutoff wheel. Took the old fender flare and actually made the corners. That's why I knew what shape the corners are going to be in. My only recommendation, if you are building this, go shorter. I don't like how deep this is. I go like right here. Definitely make it a lot smaller, because I don't like how big it is. I like to make it a little bit narrower, make it look better, make it more like a line flare, not how big that is, like half the box. But I mean, that's up to you how big you want to build it. But yeah, I just built that with the drill and a cutoff wheel and a grinder. Anybody can do that. And then the front side over here, you can see, because I got the other one way over there priming right now. But you see on this side, see how it's all shitty. But I got the bolts up here. I got some rubber lining that kind of falling off here. But I just got some rubber just to seal a little bit so dirt doesn't get in here as much. I mean, it still does, but not as bad. And then this side here is where I welded. I cut it here, welded all this on, and formed it. On this side here, to form it to the body. And here, I welded a plate in here, and I cut some stuff, and did all the Kydex like normal on the other side. But I cut and welded the plate here. I should have went down further. But to cover up some of the holes so it goes inside there. So it doesn't go inside there, but yeah, that's how I did my 37s. I mean, it's just a lot of cutting and kind of welding stuff together, but really all you need is a cut-off wheel with a grinder, a drill, and a welder maybe. I mean, if you want to add all that, you don't have to add it. It looks better. You could probably do this with, I don't even know, you probably could do it with some plastic. I don't know, maybe get away with it, but yeah, that's gonna be it. And make sure you have like a negative 24 offset wheel or something like that, because it's gonna hit the frame on 37s. Like I said before, it hit the frame on mine, and I had negative 24 offset 20 by 10s, but I'm also running a 37 by 13 and a half tire. So I mean, a 12 and a half might not be as bad, but yeah, that's how I did it. I mean, it's not pretty right now. It's getting better, but yeah, just like I said, make sure you do it the right way, paint it the right way, cover it the right way. Always it'll rust like this. And probably I'm gonna put some nylon washers behind this, because that's where you're getting some of the rust right now, is because I'm cutting into the metal or into the coating. But and then back here for the thing, you can see it's all rusted as shit here too. But that's all. I just cut a piece and welded it on so it follows the body line. But I mean, this will work on a 99 to 06 Silverado and GMC 1500. I think it should work on a 2500, but I'm not sure how it all is in the front. But yeah, I mean, it's not much. This one's just cut and weld, and I kind of form it. Or just cut it, drill it, and form it. It's really not that bad. But, got any questions? Let me know. I can answer it. I mean, I think I went through most of the stuff that I did to it. It took a while. I mean, it's not just easy, quick. You cut, make it work. If it wanted to look good, you gotta take some time to do it right. Like I said, I go shorter. I'd probably go another 2 to 3 inches down. You probably go like here and run your bolt holes. It looks a little bit better. Oh, and another thing is your box sides flex a ways. You can see that. So what I'm gonna plan on doing is putting a bracket up in there, and I go up into the wheel well somewhere to hold it so it doesn't flex as much. But that's it. That's the 37s on a, well, now an 8-inch lift, but it wasn't on a 2.5 inch. And I got spacers on the rear, so that's why it looks bigger, but in the back. So usually don't stick out this far. I mean, they stick like 2 inches out, not 4 inches like I got. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I still need some work. I'm still kind of buttoning shit up on it, but I don't know, maybe I'll just go back to the regular. So now I got the lift, I might just fix the box the right way and fix it and get new fenders and paint them. But for now, I'm running it like this. So like I said, any questions, comment it or message me on Instagram, Project Nightmare with 3 underscores. But yeah, I mean, that's really all it is. Ain't much to it. Just cut out all your whole body and rebuild it. There you are. Thanks for watching.
We back up and run out in the club, and they say I'm too fast, but I say I'm living good.